Hi guys, welcome back to another episode from Poly Vegan Kitchen. Today and for the rest of the month of September, we will be sharing with you guys some natural remedies. Today's natural remedy recipe is with a plant called lala, or if my research serves correct, it's called beach vitex in English. To find out how we use this for medicinal purposes, keep watching. Before we move forward, I just want to state a brief disclaimer. I am not a doctor or a botanist, so I am not recommending, advising, or prescribing anything to anyone. Today's video is for informational purposes only. I am only sharing things that we have tried that has worked for us. It may not work for you, but if you want to try it at your own discretion. Also, really, at the end of the day, before you try anything, always do your own research and pray about it before you try it. So let's move on and talk about lala. Typically in the Tongan culture, we use this both externally and internally. Here's a quick example of how it could be used externally. My brother-in-law got hurt. He had a huge open gaping wound. And what he did is he took the leaves, he grinded it up. And what happens when you grind up the leaves, it releases some of the juices, which is where the properties are that helps with the healing process. So he grinded up the leaves and he took this mushy, leafy green mixture and he applied it directly onto the wound. And he covered the entire wound, the entire area, with this leafy green lala mixture. And he could testify that it helped with the pain. It healed a lot faster. And it definitely protected it from getting infected. So the best way I could describe it in English, it's like a big natural Band-Aid. You put it on there, the juices seep into the flesh, does its natural thing to help the body regrow, reconnect, and heal. And then the leaves serve as a barrier to protect the wound from getting dirty again or getting infected. And it's like a healing natural Band-Aid is the best way I could describe it. For the internal use, as previously mentioned, I'm not a botanist, and I only want to restate that because I literally can tell you what properties are in this plant to do what it does. I really don't know. However, I am just sharing with you guys what we have done, what has worked for us. Okay, so the two things that has worked internally when you take the lala juice or the vailala is it flushes out toxins, and number two, it heals the sores or cankers that could occur in your mouth. Now, for the oral sores, my kids can definitely testify to this, like even especially Tema. Literally, and I mean, as you can imagine, like it's very uncomfortable for kids to have sores in their mouths. So, because she knows that this is the best medicine and it works so fast, she has no problem drinking this. Like, literally any signs of discomfort in her mouth, itchy tongue or anything, she marches right out to the garden, takes some leaves, and she'll go ask her grandpa to make her vailala. And he'll make it for her, and she'll down it like on the spot. And she doesn't have a hard time only because it's very uncomfortable for her to have the sores. So because she knows that it works so well, she will just drink it. She doesn't even care if it tastes weird. She will literally drink it. Within 2 days, you guys, honestly, within 2 days, the sores or whatever discomfort they have in their mouth is like literally miraculously gone. I don't know what it is about this plant or what properties do it, but it does it. And it does it well every single time. For the toxin flush out, I can testify to that. Every time if I'm feeling sick or if like my throat is feeling weird or if I like ate something, and you know how like your body tells you like, okay, sis, something is wrong, like it's really weird, where it's something. I will take lala very hesitantly. I'm not a chump like my daughter. But when I do take it within 30 minutes, I'm sorry if this grosses you out, I throw up. Whatever was in there that was causing the discomfort to make me feel sick or make me feel weird, it comes right out. So it just flushes it out. So those are the two things that I want to share with you that it does internally. It flushes out toxins. It's worked for me. And it also heals and helps with oral cankers or sores. My kids know this. They can testify. It works every single time. So the last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is how to extract the juice. There's different ways you can do it. How they used to do it back in the day was they would grind up the leaves and they would put it in the coconut tree bark, which mimicked a cheesecloth. And they would squeeze, and that's how they extracted the juice. You could do it the same way with a cheesecloth if you have one, if you want to do it the old school way where you just like put it in a cloth. And I apologize, I don't have any demonstrations today. I just want to sit and talk to you guys face to face, but you could do it the same way. The other way, which is how my father-in-law does it now, which is a much quicker way, you could just blend it in your blender. He has the Ninja, so the entire jug for the Ninja blender, he fills it up with leaves, then he adds about 3 cups in there, he blends, and then he strains, and then we have the juice to drink from. You can do the same, and the way you gauge how much water you add in, if you want it more diluted, add more water. If you want it more concentrated, then less water. You can just gauge it however you want. It really is a preference. So that is pretty much all I have for you guys today. Again, thank you guys for all of the support. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Tell somebody about Poly Vegan Kitchen. And as always, no matter where you are in your journey, there's always room for you here on our table at Poly Vegan Kitchen.